Time to clean this thing.
I gave her. You see?
Way too. Since the launch of having this PS5, I have never cleaned my PS5, not one time. I'm sure I'm not the only person out there. I'm sure there's a couple of you suckers watching this video that got dust bunnies and fingernail chippings and Lord knows what else on top of your PS5 right now. And I was looking at my PS5 in like the corner. I'm like, bro, let me do something. Let me do something with this thing, because I've had it for over 3 years now and never, you know. I mean, it's not like hideous, but if I bring the camera up, and I do think the camera makes it look worse than it is. Yeah, there's dust on it, but I feel like the camera just makes it look like worse. So I do have dust, you know, on the PS5. You see it like inside of the vents and stuff like that. So, you know, as long as it's been sitting, Lord knows how much dust is inside of the PS5. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try to clean this thing. And probably some of you suckers need to clean y'all's too. Some of the tools I have for this is, of course, some kind of brush. I got some Q-tips for the hard to reach, you know, vent areas on the PS5, and of course got the spray can to blow out some of the dust. And yeah, this is gonna be my first time really trying to, you know, actually clean my PS5, so I am slightly nervous because I don't want to break nothing or like mess up nothing, but I have an idea of, you know, what to do. So let's begin. Okay, so going off of some research that I did last week. Okay, the first step to cleaning your PS5 is, first off, take a deep breath, sucker. You ain't gonna break this junk. Repeat after me. I will not break my PS5. I will not break my PS5. I will not break my PS5. That's the first thing. Take a deep breath. You got this, sucker. Second step is, from what I seen, you lift. Oh God. Oh, you. Okay. That was very easy. That was very easy. You got some dust, but it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. And here you have what's under the hood of your PS5. You pop the top, and this is the first thing you see. You got the fan right here. First off, let's get the little bit of dust we got right under the hood of the PS5. Clean up as much dust as you can. Depending on where you suckers keep y'all PS5s, it could be in worse condition than this. It could be in better condition than this. I've seen some of you suckers' rooms, and yeah, some of y'all probably got freaking roaches and dead rats. Who knows what else under the hood of y'all PS5s. Luckily, mine don't got too much, so we just gonna remove any dust you see right under the hood. So I do have some dust like right here and like around the fan. So this is what this is gonna come into play. You repeat the same step. Remove any dust you see on this portion of your PS5. And if you don't got a brush, you can even use a rag, I guess. You know, rag actually might be better for this part instead of, you know, using a brush that might scratch it up. But use whatever you got and try not to get, you know, any of the dust inside of the holes of your PS5. A lot more dust in like the vent sections. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I'm gonna use these Q-tips right here. Make sure you get all that dust, because that's like really the main entry point for dust, right? Like when it got all the vents and stuff. Let's use the spray can a little bit in this section right here. I hate when that like liquid portion comes out from this freaking can. I hate that junk. Be real careful when you're using the spray can part. You don't want any of that liquid stuff getting inside. I feel like it only does it though when I like try to do it softly. When I go like this, I mean, it'll still come out sometimes, but not like if you try to do it softly. You'll see, it just did it. Like, I don't know. That junk is annoying. I think it's only when you have it on like the, yeah, it's like when it's on the side. Like, look at that. I can't have that. I just need clean air. I feel like when you have it like, when you got it like this, like trying to do it like gangster style, that's when it come out like that. I feel like if you hold it upright though, yeah, it looks like it does it better. So maybe, you know, don't be like me and use it like this. Hold it upright like this and then like shoot at an angle of your PS5. And then yeah, that stuff don't come out. Because you definitely don't want to get no type of, you know, liquids, nothing that shouldn't be inside of your PS5 inside there. So hold it upright and yeah, it's not doing it no more. Get right in between there and any extra dust you got sitting right there. Q-tip does a pretty good job of getting in those areas. And I also saw if you actually want to remove this piece, you just, every time like I try to push up and it doesn't move, like I don't want to do it no more. Cause I ain't trying to like break nothing, but yeah, you can actually, Jesus. Okay. So you can actually move this part. Don't be too scared. Just don't put too much force on it, but you just kind of like pull up on it and it pops out. Just like this. And if you really want to, you know, do some extra cleaning like around here or inside, you can do it like so. Okay, so we hit all the vents. While I was actually doing that as well, I actually didn't even know, my dumb behind, I only thought for some reason that you could take off one piece, but you can actually apparently remove both. Let me put this towel here just so I could lay my PS5 on this side on top of it. Dang, I cannot. I know you can lift this part up, but man, like, it's like the more pressure I apply, the more scared I get when it doesn't move. Like, I'm not trying to snap nothing. This is the part really that's scary when you're trying to remove something and like you're bending it and it's not coming off. Like, that's what freaking terrifies me. Oh my God. I got it. Jesus, I was playing with that junk for a minute. Like, it's so simple once like you do it, but like, man, when like it's when you're trying to lift it and the junk ain't coming off, you get more and more scared because you ain't trying to break nothing. But you literally do the same thing you did on the other side, just lift it up and kind of slide it towards you. So we actually do have little screw sockets on this other side. So you see, as on this side, kind of do got, you know, some dust on top of the fan, stuff like that between, you know, the vents and stuff. But again, nowhere near as much as I thought it would be, because this is what, 3+ years of me never cleaning my PS5. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we did on this side. Use a rag, Q-tips, brush, whatever you may need, and get all the dust that you see through here. I'm sure you could probably lift up this piece too, just like you did on the other side. Side a little bit more stubborn than the other side. Jesus. And I just kind of broke a piece. Yeah, like right here where my finger is. This part kind of cracked for the vent part when I was trying to lift it up. So again, with this stuff, like, you gotta be, it's weird. You gotta apply force, but at the same time, not too much force. Because, you know, stuff like that can happen. All right, got it up. Get as much possible dust as you can, especially if you don't plan on doing this too often. If you don't plan on doing this too often, try to get as much possible dust as you can. Any debris you see inside of the PS5. Let me use my spray can again, ever so gently. Use it at an angle so the liquid stuff don't come out. They actually designed the PS5s. Let me flip this over. They actually designed the PS5s to kind of have dust build up holes. So this hole that you see right here, I think this hole, no, I think it's this hole and this hole right here. I got my finger. This hole and this hole, I think are actually designed to catch dust, and the dust builds up in these little slots right here. So even if you have like a mini vacuum or something, which I actually don't have right now, you could use a little vacuum and probably like put it like right inside of these little holes right here and try to get some extra dust. Again, use your rag on the plate itself too if you got any dust sticking to the panels. This is where the disc slot thingy goes. Actually cool to see this off of it. You know what? I feel like as I've gotten older, like just like the inside of like consoles, PCs, whatever, and just like seeing like how all this junk is built and how it's all like put together and how it works, like it is actually interesting. Like once you see like what's under the hood, and I guess you kind of get past that fear of, you know, trying to do this stuff. Because I really felt like what really got me over this fear is when you guys actually had helped me build my PC, my first built PC back in 2020. After I did that, I'm like, oh, I could do this stuff. like once you build your own PC, you feel like you're a freaking engineer. Like you can do anything. So yeah, it is actually cool to see this stuff. I think this right here actually, I could zoom in for a little bit. This part right here, I think, is actually the SSD. Which I actually do need to upgrade. I have not upgraded the storage on my PS5, and I'm sure a lot of you suckers be getting tired of, well, depending on how much games you play, every single time a new game comes out, you gotta delete something. I think this is the SSD right here. Lift up. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, when I do upgrade my SSD in the future, this is how you do it. Let's remove this piece right here. Apparently this is like a little, yeah, adhesive part, so you can actually just like lift this part right here, and it's like a little, kind of like a freaking adhesive sticker. And it just sits like right up top, and you see all the little ports and cables that go right to the fan. Look what I just found. This is exactly what I was looking for. A whole bunch of different screw heads. So let's pray one works. If like this might be this one right here, the first one I chose. Hold on. Let me inside. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay. Alrighty. Actually, I should remember where the long screws went, because there's 3 long screws and 1 short one. Well, actually, 1 long screw. They're all different screw sizes, which I don't remember which one went in what one. So yeah, there's 4 different screw sizes. But now we can remove top bracket of this fan right here. Again, if you got any dust on the bracket, might want to take that off. Not too much dust on the bracket, as I've already cleaned it, but just any other excess dust that's underneath it, remove that if you want. And I think this part should just lift up now. Well, actually, before I do that, dang, now I need pliers. I didn't think I'd be doing all I didn't think I'd be doing all this junk. Well, I just got my needle nose pliers. If you guys do want to remove the fan, You're gonna need to disconnect where it goes into the port, like right here. Might need some pliers for that, so that's why I grabbed these. Yes, sir. Removed like so. Then you could take that out. Now you should be able to remove the entire fan. And again, not as dusty as I thought it would be, man. This is 3+ years of me never cleaning my PS5. I didn't clean this junk secretly off camera and then started recording. I actually expected that I would see a lot more than I'm seeing. Because from the outside, like looking in, it really did look dusty. But now that I'm actually inside of it, it's really not that bad. And I'm actually kind of shocked. Spray can on the fan as well. Remove any dust. I just seen a cloud of dust shoot out, so that's a good thing. We're from, see how underneath the fan look like. Underneath got us some dust, you know. There's dust. I just thought it would be like freaking piles, to be honest. And there's not. So use it underneath. Woo! I don't know if y'all seen that, but a bunch of dust just came out. Wow, look at the inside of the PS5, man. This is how we play all those remakes and because we ain't getting no exclusives, I tell you. This is how we play all those remakes and insert Insomniac game here. This is how it all works, man. Okay, so once you're done cleaning your PS5 and it is looking to your liking, now you got to put all this junk back together. Pray that you remember the stuff that you did, but no, I mean, it should be pretty easy. I mean, everything was kind of self-explanatory. So you put the fan back in, make sure it falls right back into socket. Let's see, this is the long screw. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's screwing in. This is gonna be the last time you see your PS5 for a while. Get any last second dust you see that's falling on your PS5. Especially if you don't plan on being under here again for the next year or so, which is most likely me. So remove any last second hairs or dirt, anything you see, debris. And you place the adhesive right over here like so. Place it down nice and firm so it lock in. Place these things back where you found them. Make sure you didn't forget anything, because once this go back on, it ain't I mean, unless you go back and take it back off, but that'll be annoying. Make sure you placed everything back, screwed in every single screw that you unscrewed. And guess what? It's good a thing that I'm saying that, because guess what I forgot to put right back there? Cha-ching! The brackets. I didn't place the bracket. Sure, it locks in like you just heard. And that is how you clean your PS5. Very simple, man. This was my first time opening my PS5. I kid you not, since freaking what? When did PS5 dropping in? Like November something 2020? This is my first time opening the PS5. Honestly, this show was mad easy. If I could do it, you suckers could do it. Trust me. So now let's plug this thing back up and see if it actually still turns on. That's the next step.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.